Breaking news, ladies and gentlemen, right? The Heartbreak Kid, Kyrie Irving, okay? NBA's finest, legendary point guard, NBA champion, Kyrie Irving, has recently been traded from the Brooklyn Nets to the Dallas Mavericks, right? Along with Markieff Morris, with the exchange, with Spencer Dinwiddie, Dorian Finney-Smith, and a couple of unprotected first round, second round draft picks that may be, they're literally going to be taking place years from now, that the Dallas Mavericks actually gave the Brooklyn Nets organization. Juicy. For those of you that are hardcore NBA fan gurus, I tell y'all, it is insane.
Adrian, what just happened?
Max, yes, Kyrie Irving and his representative, his agent, Chatelia, Irving told the Nets that they want to trade.
Juicy!
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Bridge Talk, coming from the Nerd Chronicles, right? This is your host, Proud Lane, certified beta male simp, whatever it is, no game. The socially awkward nerd, Christian Paul, is up in the house, okay, bringing you this news, right? And as we stated, Kyrie has been traded down to the Dallas Mavericks and all that stuff. We know that in the backstory of the whole ordeal, Kyrie was looking to actually get like a max extension from the Brooklyn Nets. Owner Joe Tsai here actually refused to actually give it to him. Instead, he actually tried to do like a little bit of deal with some championship stipulations for extra money if he attains this deal, if he does this and this whole ordeal. Kyrie felt slighted, and this is according to Brooklyn Netcast from Twitter, right? And it reminds me of something that actually happened in my personal life. During me getting booted out of Howard University, out of the PhD program, just because I came up short in about 3 courses, had like a couple of C's, 3 C's max, that they allow. Like, they allow you to actually retake a couple of them, but if you get 3, you're gone. That whole ordeal, right? So I got booted out. I did reapply. The professors basically came by. I think one of the assistant director of mathematics, they can actually try and see all the records he have based on public record up by the Howard site. Basically, I should actually see if they can try and get a plan for me to actually try and come back. They saying that they wanted me back and all that other stuff. So I did apply, follow the advice, basically actually take some time off. Come to find out down the line, I find out around July of 2022, early 2022, they did accept me that early on at the time. I found that out literally 3 weeks later when I actually reminded one of the head directors of mathematics, saying there's any luck regarding the status of the application, and they told me that I was warned for a second time, and now you missed the date for the deadline to roll in the fall. You have to wait until the spring. I'm like, what the heck are you talking about? And they showed me the email and everything, and the moment that I saw the email, I checked the email to try and make sure that I do have it up on file on school records. And come to find out, right? The school said the board, I wouldn't say board of recs, I forgot what the words were. I think the front desk at the time, when it comes to academic advisors, actually told me that I never even had that type of email. It was an undergraduate email that they only reserved even for undergraduates, and I'm a graduate student. So that type of email never even existed. So I ended up filing an appeal. I felt disrespected just like Kyrie, because I already know I've been up in this system for a year and a half. They know the emails that I have, right? They know I have both emails. They know that I have the graduate student email as well as the other email that I mainly use, right? They dang well notice, right? But yet they come by and actually send it all to some email that never even existed. Oh, go figure, right? Filed the appeal, saw the basic discrepancy, whatever it may be, right? And they actually tried and sort of undid the whole thing. Tried to let me allow to come through fall semester at the very last minute, but their clauses at the time were initially said it, and even if they actually undid it, they didn't give me any financial leniency whatsoever based on the mistake that they made. And that's fine. So they gave me one of those crazy stipulations saying, oh, I gotta try and maintain a grade no later than B, or I'm permanently barred. I gotta try and meet up with basically the program directors in mathematics, see progress every day, and them trying to dictate what I should do and all that stuff. And me having to learn this ability to go through all this extra stuff just to try to maintain standing. Otherwise, I'm permanently barred. And they also said the project that I initially presented to them, they said they don't have anybody to actually work on the project I'm dealing with when it comes to game theory and minority game and forecasting and all that stuff. So I'm like, you know what, based on the way that they did, I did dirty. So I'm like, nah, I'm gonna let it be. I'm gonna dig into the data science world, and I'm actually gonna let themselves go. Let them be the advisor and discharge for the game. You know, they don't deserve me. And I just want to try and give, basically, moral of the whole story is, basically, if you know you have like a deep belief in yourself, and you're bleeding to the best of your ability and doing all the best that you can, just understand there's no guarantees, right? You're gonna have some shortfalls, you're gonna have some curveballs, just like in my situation, just like in Kyrie's situation, right? But the most important thing I want y'all to know, okay, is to go where you are the most appreciated, not where you're the most tolerated, right? Someone who's tolerated wouldn't pull some stunts like this, okay? Because I know deep down they never really actually truly wanted me here up in the first place based on the actions that they've done, right? Because it's the fault of the program director of mathematics as well as the graduate admissions that screwed all this whole thing up for me to actually try and be up in their good graces, right? So I moved on from them, you know, trying to go for like a big opportunity, all the whole ordeal. And I know Kyrie has fully moved on from the Book of Next organization, the way they have treated him. And yes, I'm well aware of all the off-court stuff that they have, what he has done. And I know with the whole vaccine stuff and the Amazon link, I get it. I'm not gonna actually discuss more of it on this video here. I understand this is like a whole another topic for a different day, you know. But the moral of the story is, always go where you're the most appreciated if you bled your entire life for what you're actually dealing with, you know. And I'm gonna leave it at that, ladies and gentlemen. I wish Kyrie up on his future endeavors. May he bless the Davis manager with all his skills and hopefully try to compete for a championship. Who knows? And that's when they actually got back in return. Who knows how they're gonna feel, how they're gonna do in the standings, or how many moves they're gonna make come Thursday. Because that's when the NBA trade line is, around Thursday at 3 p.m. Eastern time. If I'm not mistaken, 4 p.m. Eastern time that Thursday. I tell y'all, the whole ordeal is getting juicier and juicier and juicier by the minute. All right? So let me go finish walking, get my little walk on and loosen up my muscles. I'll see you on the next one. Juicy!
Juicy!